everyone, welcome back to our channel and thanks for sticking with us.
Today we are diving into the framing process of our school bus build, and just a fair warning, it kind of got a little chaotic.
We had a general plan when we started it, but as you'll see, we definitely ran into some twists and turns.
We really just wanted to share what we did, whether it worked or not.
And if you stick around till the end of the video, you'll see kind of some tips and tricks we came up with, maybe that will help you in your build.
If not, at least enjoy the madness of what was framing our Skoolie build.
Enjoy.
Quick question, how excited are you for framing?
Super freaking excited. That's how excited I am.
This is your specialty.
That's right.
So you're gonna teach us all of the tips and tricks on how
you guys do everything.
you're gonna make us frame it all.
That's right.
I'm excited.
So we're putting in a strip on the bottom, in the middle, and then just below the window. And then we'll fill in the studs here, but these strips are so when we get down to the kitchen and the office and the bathroom, we have a piece of blocking that we can screw and secure the cabinets and the shower and anything that we don't want to move to without having to add a bunch of blocking later.
So good foundation.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Awesome. Keep working. Continue.
Chop chop.
Chop chop. Let's go see what we did yesterday, where we ended up. We got a lot of the framing started. We needed this side, still need to finish up this side.
So today we're going to finish putting the studs in the wall down here and here, all the way down on both sides, and then get started on our ceiling.
Ooh.
All those little blocks Garrett cut for us yesterday.
Yes, beautiful. All right, let's get to it. Such a beautiful sunset. Okay, so the new plan is we took out all of those up vertical studs, because again, that's where the metal touches the wood really bad, and so it can cause really bad heat conductivity there.
Hey, it's me. This is the part where future us pops in and saves past us, because we forgot to tell you about this part. This is where we made our first pivot. We learned about heat conductivity and thermal bridging, which basically is if the wood is directly on certain parts of the metal, the bus itself will heat up and make the insulation a little bit less effective. So we decided to change it out, probably a little bit over dramatic, but just to make sure that we could keep the bus cool. Now back to the video.
And so instead of that, since we're just gonna be putting a sheet of plywood over that, we're not gonna add anything else there, but on the floor, we took out the floor pieces too. And instead we're gonna be putting in these little, let me zoom in, these little spacers kind of spread out throughout the whole side. So that's what Getty's going to do. And then we're gonna put a piece of the 3/4 inch plywood that is being stripped right up against that to create just a little bit of space, so again it's not directly up against the metal. So we're doing that on both sides. And then for the ceiling, instead we took out those small pieces as well, because again, same issue with the wood touching directly to the metal. And instead, we're gonna take those 3/4 inch stripped pieces, and they're gonna be going this way, whatever way that is, this way. And then a couple pieces are gonna be connecting them in between, because our ceiling is going to be going this way, not sideways.
Same outfit on.
Y'all are matching. Matchy. So y'all wore those shirts day 1. And then when I was gone, I was watching a video and y'all had it on again. And this is the 3rd time.
It's hot, man.
It is hot. Y'all are on the same clothes rotation.
Same, but different.
Looking good. How's it going in here?
Wonderful.
Good.
Redoing our initial shortcomings and making things better.
Heck yeah.
Trying to breathe right.
Right? Not sponsored. Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. Y'all are literally doing the same thing. It's funny.
What?
Y'all are literally doing the same thing in each window. It's funny.
Teamwork.
So Garrett and I actually went out of town for like a week and a half. We went back to Texas because I had a work trip and he came with me. And so Justin was here. I apologize for my raspy voice. I am getting over some sort of sickness. While we were gone, Justin was continuing to work on the bus. So that was very, very sweet of him. So I'm gonna go in and kind of show y'all what he was working on. So one thing is he finished framing this area right here. And then check out the ceiling. He got so much work done with that. It looks really nice. And I think today we're gonna try to potentially get some sideways ones in here. That way we can attach our ceiling to that. So that looks really, really nice. And then he ended up starting to frame a little bit of this back area. Looks like he did a little bit more framing up on the sides as well. So it's really starting to come together.
in our van on the roof deck because it's been a while. We've been so into the build that we just haven't really taken a lot of time for ourselves to actually enjoy anything. Are you sign interpreting for everybody?
I'm doing it in my head what the hand gestures would be.
That we just haven't really taken a lot of time for ourselves to actually enjoy anything.
So Garrett is currently fasting right now. He's on day 2, so he hasn't eaten for almost 2 full days. 1 more day left. How you feeling?
Hungry?
No way.
I remember a time when I did eat food, and it's glorious.
Yeah. I know, it's weird eating without him. It's very, very weird. But we'll show you the sunset in just a little bit. We're gonna pull up to this little park and find a good spot. Don't mind our dirty windows. Yeah, pick one of those prime spots without trees. Oh, this is gonna be perfect.
You said get the one with the most trees?
Yeah, with all of the trees. Turd. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, thank you. Hey everybody, thanks for making it to the end of our video. I just wanted to sit down with our friend Justin, who's helping us with our build. He has experience with construction and building houses and just things that we did not have experience with. And so I kind of want to ask him some questions, get some more insight into, you know, just kind of what he thought about the process in general. So, thanks for hanging.
Of course.
My first question is, if someone was about to start their own framing process on the bus, what's one thing that you hope that they would know before going into it?
Look up the term thermal conduction. That was probably our biggest hurdle, especially from the original framing plans to how it turned out, was when you put wood on metal, heat transfers through it very easily. It doesn't hold as well. So you want to put as little wood to metal as possible.
Which is hard in a bus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So definitely look that up. Try and configure your plan to have as little wood to metal contact, but still be as structurally sound as possible.
And may not be the end of the world for some people,
Right.
but we were like, eh.
Depends on where you live.
Yes, that's also very, very true. All right, so if you had to kind of recap it, what was our original plan for framing and how did you expect it to go?
So that's kind of where the first question falls in, is like originally, you know, I framed a few houses start to finish, and so I figured with the studs being already there that we could just add to that. It was already strong and secure, but because the thermal conduction is so bad, instead of having upright studs that are just attached to the metal studs, we had to do what they call strapping and go across. So we only have about 2 inches of connection on the metal studs, and still gives us the strength we need, but rather than vertical studs, we have horizontal, and that's where you just need to get your spacing correct and should be good.
Yeah, I feel like we went into it and we were just like, all right, throw it on all the metal. And then we're like, wait, maybe not.
Yeah, also the plywood screws in a bit easier than dimensional lumber. Chuck Cassidy gave us that tip, so that was nice, because otherwise you'll be pre-drilling and splitting a bunch of lumber. So the strength from having that plywood already glued and cut to width is pretty nice.
It's a good tip.
It was a good tip.
Keep them coming. All right.
No, that was all Chuck.
All Chuck. Shout out to you, Chuck.
Yeah,
Cassidy.
big shout out.
So compared to your experience building houses, where did this rank on the what did I get myself into scale And yeah, let's start with that.
Start with that. Okay. If you do the strapping sideways, it's not so bad. It's all about, I think, preparation and research. Yeah, we redid things a few times and it was a learning experience for all of us, especially me. Like I had no clue how to frame a bus. So
Right.
I mean, I know how to frame things, but it's all different. And so on the what did I get myself into scale, I'd give it like a 5. I thought I was going to be better, and
Yeah.
then it turned into a little bit of a learning experience.
Yeah, you had an idea going in.
Yeah.
And then it was like,
Throw that away.
right?
Let's
right.
find a new idea.
Plan A, B,
Yeah,
C,
right.
D, E, F.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like. Now, the final question. What do you enjoy more if you had to pick? Would you rather frame another house or frame another bus?
Oh, this is an either or question. Probably a house.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love framing houses. I think it's more of just the new construction aspect than the remodel aspect. I've always enjoyed starting from nothing and creating something rather than having a template and adding to it.
Right.
And plus, at the end of the day on a job site, you can throw up all the walls in the day and you stand back and you're like, damn, I did a bunch of work.
And then on the bus, it's like,
Right, on the bus, it's like you got like one side of strapping done and you're like, where's my electrical gonna go now?
yeah,
So,
there's
but I
so
mean,
many things.
it's still a very fun project for anyone out there that's thinking about doing it. I would definitely pursue it. Prepare, research as much as you can, take a bunch of notes, learn from other people's failures.
Are you ever going to look at framing the same again?
A bus? No. No, next time I frame a bus, I'll for sure just strap the whole thing.
Yeah.
More than necessary, so that way I don't have to add blocks later.
Yeah, makes sense. All right, well, cool. Thanks for chatting, and
Hell yeah.
I hope you've learned something from us and our experience. So don't forget to like,
Subscribe.
and follow us for more.
That's right.